Yeah, no, absolutely. It's definitely a nice Rubik game for the side of Neon Esports. Cignal Ultra now yet to make their fourth pickup, and we will go into that pause for task. So they leave their supports both for that second and third and fourth phase. The Tusk is not a bad hero at all. It does seem pretty nice in this game. Seems nice in any game, in all fairness. But Neon Esports, their fourth pickup now. They are looking for, I believe, at least one more support and one more core, unless that's going to be a pos 4 Queen of Pain, which we have seen a lot of in all fairness.
In this case, I'd actually want maybe a Grimstroke to help you with your control issue. Just a double roar in this game is going to be really important because you've got the Puck and Ember if they wanted that. They go with the Void instead. So we've seen this a couple of times, and it is pretty all right in this case. You've got the Quap who can help you outside. You don't have the most straightforward combos this time around. You don't have the Phoenix coming out. You don't have anything like the Shaker coming out to help you get some control there as well. So it's gonna be a bit trickier to catch us out. You will have to try to catch the Puck Ember. I think that's the biggest thing the Void has to achieve in those Chronos. You can't allow these slippery targets to just have free reign outside, and that is what you look for besides maximizing the early Chronos. So Neon, they give themselves a bit of tempo with that Void pick. You do start to want to see maybe something else outside that can help it out. Maybe a mid choice. It is looking like we're seeing a play hard Queen of Pain. And at his battle pass level, of course, I believe he does have the Arcana. So I'm
He
fine with that.
better. He better.
Yeah.
It'd be a real shame if they first pick Queen of Pain and they don't even have the Arcana. That would kind of suck. Could have it equipped as well. I believe you do have to still equip it. You can't just, it doesn't automatically just load up on your hero. So we'll see. Neon Esports, their final ban out now. We're still waiting. They are looking to ban out some sort of safe lane core here for Cignal Ultra. Something good up against that Void. In all fairness, there's not many safe lane heroes that do kind of counter the Void. He is overall pretty great once he has Chrono up.
Yeah, I think there's an option to maybe slide Pugna in here. It does give you a very early tempo for Cignal, not too much scaling, but that's something that the Void will have to constantly worry about, just the decrep from the Chrono. So if they wanted to do that, I think there is space in the draft. You would be looking at the Puck Ember and a Pugna Tricore, which can be a bit tricky to pull off, but you do see Neon with their final ban. They do actually ban the AM, so don't want to deal with that. And again, that would have been another slippery hero that their lineup is very limited in controlling multiple of those jumpy heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want that AM. Neon Esports, final pickup now. It's either a pos 4 or a mid. You did mention that pos 4 Queen of Pain is probably coming out here for Neon. What other mid would you really want though? That's the thing. Like the Quap Void combo works quite nicely, especially if that Quap is farmed, but
It's a bit tricky. I think the matchups you face with Puck and Ember, either one is going to be pretty solid in lane. Maybe something like Lena can come out here. I think that works with the Void pretty nicely as well, if you wanted to play around that. Again, the matchup mid doesn't really go either way in that case. Like the Lena versus Puck isn't too bad for either. Lena versus Ember isn't too bad for either. There are ways for both sides to play it. It's really down to what Neon wants to prioritize. We might even see maybe the Beastmaster mid with the last pick off lane. That's something we've seen a lot. And yeah, they picked the Snap. So it does look like it's a Queen of Pain core, I believe, and Playhard's going to be on the Snapfire. So
okay.
they're building up in the team fight. They needed a combo with a Chrono. You've got the Mortimer's Kisses now. So that's a lot of damage, even without items on your Void. You just need level 6 coming out on that pause 4, which is fine. My only worry now is whether or not Yopaj has that Quap Arcana. I'm not sure about his levels. I know Playhard's at 1.4, and Cignal closes out with Naga. That's one way to handle the Void. If you don't catch that Naga in, the song comes out.
Yeah, it works well up against that Beastmaster as well, right? Because you do force out the Axis build. Generally speaking, they won't go for the boars because of the high armor of that Quap, and the mirror images as well are quite frustrating for the boars to deal with. There it is.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's my
Yeah.
girl. Good on you,
All
Paj.
right. All right. Yeah, he has the levels. Great. And we'll see how much that does. I mean, we saw it, as you mentioned, with Dreamo Cell, with his Raid King Arcana reveal. He just dominated.
Yep.
Queen of Pain, I mean, with her Arcana fitting in, she should really, actually, legitimately dominate to fit
Thank you
in
for
with her
that,
role
John.
playing, Yeah.
No need to go that far, John. We all kind of picked up on that, just by looking at the Arcana. The Cignal Ultra versus Neon Esports. It's going to be an interesting match. Of course, Cignal looking to try and win their first series, right? That's what we can all kind of establish here is Cignal Ultra needs some wins if they wish to make it out of that elimination side of the group stage. Because right now, last place does mean if you did stay that way, you would be kicked out of the tournament altogether by the
Mm,
time the group stages are over. Don't want to be in that place if you are Cignal Ultra. Neon Esports as well. They're just trying to make it to the upper bracket right now because I believe
yeah.
they are still in the lower bracket side of the group stage,
Mm,
just barely right now in sixth place. But if they did get a win here 2-0, they would actually take fourth place. In fact,
yeah.
they might
It's
take third.
mm. It's really important for both sides to start climbing, and we're at the last half of groups, so really start to have to bring out the best here. And surprisingly enough, Mike,
Hmm,
no minute zero pause. I'm shocked.
very disappointing.
是一个没有感情的
Oh, look at that Arcana.
I'm trying to, John. I'm trying. That is beautiful. Really is beautiful. So she has some Sonic Wave pain meter now, which is what I'm interested in seeing as well, right? Like, what does it look like? I haven't tested this stuff yet. I really did want to just kind of leave it till we got into a game. It was almost guaranteed someone was gonna pick it. I was highly doubting it would not be first picked, so I just kind of left it till now. We are gonna have a bounty going out already as well. Poor old Eris is gonna have to take that bounty. See how he deals with it.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, it's been something consistent. Those minute zero bounties tend to get picked up for first blood. So we'll see if that's the pattern Neon wants to keep. Of course, a Tusk can be a bit tricky to catch out, but level 1 to 2, that's when it's most vulnerable. So we'll see to Neon if they can secure that kill.
Yep. They might fight over this top bounty.
The battle begins.
Eris is going to activate the tag team. Skem's going to take a lot of harassment here. And, well, who even got the bounty rune? Januel did. Eris now going to fall if he's not too careful, and he does. That was the bounty, but Skem was the one who placed it, so he doesn't get it. I'm kind of surprised he stuck around that long. Skem did go for the level 1 time walk, so he could always time walk off most of the damage they dealt. It's going to be a great start for the side of Neon Esports.
Yeah, just getting first blood on your safe laner, that's something to really start to kick you into gear. And even going into the lane, like Time Walk is a long cooldown, but that was long enough that, by the time the heroes are back in, he's got Time Walk level 1 up and running again, so even if you did try to go for the harassment, he's going to be able to get out. So it's a good start for Neon. It should set them up nicely. I think for Cignal Ultra, you're going to be seeing them kick into gear, maybe by level 2, probably level 3 is the point where you really want to get with Van for the additional damage you can pump out and control. The Tusk, I think we have to look to Eris to perhaps consider mid lane rotations. It's going to be important to give James a really good start. In this case, the Queen of Pain does have ways of making it a bit harder for the Ember Spirit. Not too hard. Like, the Ember has options in that matchup, but we tend to see a lot of the Ember Spirit drafts really center around that early timing. So Eris really has to be on point with when he chooses to go down mid.
Be interesting to see. Looks like we are going to have the go-ahead now. So Scam should be having a pretty decent lane here, I believe. Like, you're up against Eris, which can be annoying, but Van should be okay on the park. I think Scam should be just fine here. So Genuel's just going to be there to keep him safe. Of course, the mid lane, we do have Yopaj versing Jamesy, the Quap vs Ember matchup. The bot lane, Raging Potato, is back. He's going to be there on that bot Beastmaster, up against a Bat on that Naga Siren. And Playhard and Grim is going to be going at it on the Rubik and the Enchantress. And of course, Raging Potato, he does go for the Axes build. He's not going to waste his time with the balls this game. Not for now, anyway. It kind of always sucks to have to go down the Axes route, but you do have to do it if you are up against that Naga Siren.
Yeah, it's like, even if you did go for the boards, you have to worry about the Ench, and ooh, John.
Yeah, top lane ends up going down. He was trying to set up there with a cookie, it seems, on Skem, but Skem kind of ran the wrong way. And ultimately does not pan out the way they would have liked it. It'll be a 1-to-1 now.
Yeah, it's a decent bounce back for Cignal. I think you have to look to them to maintain that aggression. Again, it'll take a while for Eris to find that EXP, but at the same time, John does have a slight EXP advantage. So at level 2, should be able to play tag with that Tusk a bit better, and you've got to be careful with your spacing in that case.
That mid lane not going very well for Jamesy as well. It's he's currently sitting at 7-0 in comparison to the 11-6 of Yopaj. Yopaj having a great old time thus far. Try to dodge out the Shadow Strike there with the Sleight of Fist. Doesn't really miss though. Does end up connecting. It's not an easy lane for Jamesy at all. Like, it just every time he comes close, Yopaj is harassing him back out.
Yeah, it's a range advantage for Yopaj, and, Jamesy, his cooldowns are a lot longer. Flame Guard can't quite block all damage. You'd really want that just to clear the waves, and with that opportunity, Yopaj building ahead with the denies, Jamesy's going to have a severe EXP deficit in this lane.
I didn't realize, was that a custom question mark for when she denies?
Yeah. That it is.
Very nice.
Oh, there it is.
Bot lane, Grims may end up dropping here on the Enchantress. No, she'll be fine. Just walk away. Yopaj falling very, very low. Jamesy trying to get the kill, and he does. They do trade, but ultimately Jamesy does get the kill first. So you would call that the positive for him. He definitely needed that. He was struggling quite a bit in farm, but he'll have a bit of an XP advantage now.
Yeah, I think that makes up for all the denies that you've been able to get on Yopaj. So the Ember Spirit does pull slightly ahead in EXP, and that makes it easier to manage. If you hit that level 6 point a bit faster, gives you some leeway to play around with Quap and really start dodging the spells more consistently as well.
Yeah, that it will. It's like Eris and Genuel have started rotating down to the mid lane to try and secure that first power rune of the game. While Jamesy and Yopaj still going at it. Only Yopaj has a bottle right now. Eris not going to be able to get that top bounty. It's not there. Meanwhile, bot lane, Raging Potato does end up getting Grims on that Enchantress. And, oh, nice shards out from Eris. Trying to block that haste, and no. Yopaj still does get the haste rune. Such desperation to try and make sure he can't get that free regen with that bottle, but doesn't work out for Eris.
Yeah, it's not going to be great with Yopaj having that option. I think you can really play the aggression here, although Jamesy now at 5 does have more durability with the Flame Guard. Still don't want to risk too much. Yopaj does right-click nicely.
Top lane. Eris and Van trying to make a play here into the Snapfire. Meanwhile, Raging Potato does drop bot. Scam's going to try and fight back now up against Van, and Yopaj does end up killing off Jamesy, apparently. Van being chased down, but the tag team is slowing him down way too much, and he will be able to get away. So now they'll go after Eris instead, but it looks like he's also going to be just fine. They'll both walk away with their lives intact, and Van, he was one auto attack away from dying, but he does get out.
Yeah, it's a good save for our puck. That will slow down the EXP gain. Of course, that's going to give some space towards Scam to just free farm, and they lose out on their bounties top. So overall, a pretty nice movement coming out from Neon. We've got Yopaj topped up again with his bottle, and he just goes back down mid.
Yeah, Absolutely. He's just hit that level, or he's about to hit that level 6 mark as well. So Play Hard does rotate. They're going to try and go on to Jamesy, but they've got to get through the Flame Guard first. Chains, lift, Yopaj will use the Sonic Wave and does get the kill. Will blink away as well. And, well, Eris won't be able to secure that. And now they'll chase him down as well. Poor old Eris. Wrong place at the wrong time. Will be the secondary kill out, this time going to Play Hard.
Yeah, it's a good set of kills and really good rotations coming out from Neon, understanding that the Quap 6 is a really strong timing for Yopaj. So they maximize that. They're making this mid lane hellish for Cignal to find that momentum, and we've seen it multiple times when that Ember gets a slow start. The rest of the team tends to suffer because their tempo setter is just not up and running. So Cignal has to be careful with how much ground Jamesy's bleeding. I think you should try to rectify that. It's really just down to getting your supports in the right spot. It's more down to Eris rather than Grims. There's only so much the Enchantress can do without creeps. If Grims does find a couple of good creeps for control, I guess you could really build off of that.
Yeah. Where is this Queen meter? Where is this Sonic Wave pain meter, by the way? Valve? Is it just
I'm
for
not
the
sure.
the user of the Queen of Pain? Do we not get to see it?
I think you have to be selecting the Quap when she uses the spell.
What?
Kind of like Shaker. If you don't select Shaker, you don't see it when he casts. He has to
I
be
do.
he has to be doing the damage. Like
I
when
see it.
when you don't select Shaker, you see it?
Yeah, the thing that shows up at the top of the screen, right?
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
only pops up when you have Shaker as the actively monitored hero. I mean, like,
I
selected
swear I
hero.
see it every time.
No, okay. I haven't. Like, I only see it when I click a Shaker, so I know. I'm not
Oh.
completely sure, but as far as I know, that's how the Shaker goes.
All right.
So it should be the same with Quap. I think with Shaker it's easier to see because it counts like combos. So it's much
Yeah.
more active. For Queen of Pain, if it's just the Sonic Wave, I guess you'd really just have to mouse over her or have her selected during that. And ping issues on Independence Day. Not too unexpected. Great way to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no other way to celebrate, right? This is how you celebrate independence. Just lag on your online competitive games. No other way to do it.
No, definitely not.
I heard you're actually switching internet companies as well.
Yeah, like we're gonna be going to a different one, which I can't vouch for. I can't comment, but my neighbors say they haven't had issues. We have a neighbor up the hill who has that line, and they're actually fiber end to end. Because right now we're not. We're still copper towards the substation, and the substation is fiber, so it's still pretty wonky. We'll see if that helps. I think it's gonna be like a week to install probably, so not gonna be up just yet. But it's gonna be a nice switch up, and I was trying to ask these fellas if they were using that company, and they use a different set of companies. One being the ubiquitous internet company in the Philippines, of course, and a standby. So I believe it was Neon with a standby, which is great.
Okay,
So they can always switch to that if they've got issues, and we're good to go.
excellent. Oh, it's a 3-6 so far. Neon Esports, they do take the lead, of course. The thing is, though, Abat is farming very, very nicely on that Naga Siren. Like, he's at 41 and 5 now, and Raging Potato can't do too much to slow him down. Of course, he is still maxing out those axes, but you are just very, very limited in what you can do to stop Abat. It's going to be more about
First
that
chrono.
mid-game. Yeah, Chrono being committed. Van will end up going down. And I like that from Scam. You get that level 6 Chrono, you just commit it. On the first hero you
Yeah.
see, there's none of this deciding who I'm going to Chrono and holding it for 30 minutes. Just commit it, get some free gold, and go back to farming.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the great things about fast Void players. We see a lot of Void players take their time, but it's really just about a free kill, because you're not going to get big team fights from that Void for a while, so you just get that done and go back to farming, as you mentioned. You look at that level deficit on Van. He's stuck at level 4, about to hit 5, but Scam's already at 7. So you can't quite pin down this Void as much as you could have earlier on.
Well, Shards out on Scam, it's just going to lead to nothing. Eris Ooh, Scatterblast does miss as well from Januel, but Skem's just going to bash on command. Another bash. Very, very nice.
Oh.
Bad. Be careful, sir. Luck is not in your favor today. He will back out. The Skem is actually keeping up very, very nicely in net worth with the Naga Siren. He's only about 50 gold behind.
Oh.
However, bot lane, Yapage does secure a kill. Raging Potato will die. Now James is going to chase him down. Yapage will just blink out of there. No, they just can't really punish the Queen of Pain. She's just blinks out freely.
Yeah, it's a great rotation coming out from Neon, slowing down that free farm you mentioned on Naga. And this does really hurt Abat. He's still saving up for his first item. And this is something Neon's lineup does really well. They can play aggressive from the get-go. As the game goes on, you will be kind of constrained to the void. But man, Skem just keeps getting bashes onto Van.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens when you harass the opposing hero, John, and not sit there in the lane farming the whole time. You might bash them.
Is under attack.
For any of you pop stars out there playing carry, please hit the opposing heroes. Van has to be very careful now. Skem, if he does get another first hit bash, that could be Van dead.
Oh, pretty much.
Borderline will be, yeah, but Skem is having some ping issues. We'll wait that out.
This is standard stuff.
It is standard
As you
stuff,
would
John.
expect, right? Independence Day. Again, shout out to anyone in chat. Maligayang araw ng kalayaan sa atin lahat.
It's terrible.
Sana naman nag-enjoy kayo ng lunch. May lechon sana kayo lahat. And, have a good time with family. And it's a good time to watch Dota with family. This is the one fun thing about the Philippines. Like, so many people play Dota, so many people watch Dota. We might get to the point where, if you see a big Filipino team matchup in, say, in a major tournament, maybe it becomes an event like a Manny Pacquiao fight. I would love to see that, where there's just no crime because everyone's inside watching.
How is it your English pronunciation still better than your Filipino, John? How is that?
Look.
I'm not even Filipino. I don't speak the language, and I know you're not pronouncing it right. Because I've heard Filipinos out there. I know. I have Filipino friends here, John. Some of them are in Australia. I know you're not pronouncing the stuff correctly.
I really am not. I'm not. I admit it. I don't speak very good Filipino. It's a funny thing because my parents come from two very different parts of the Philippines. So my dad's family doesn't really speak Filipino. They speak like Spanish. They speak like Chavacano, yeah. And my mom's family speaks Filipino and English. So the only common language was English. So me and my sister my sister's better than me. She actually speaks even the local dialect, Bisaya, a lot better than I do.
Wow.
I just get laughs. Like, seriously, if I go out and I speak Filipino to people, it's either they ask me if I'm American, if I'm Filipino-American, or they just reply to me in English. They don't even want me to try. They just speak English to me. It's like, yeah, I can't even speak Filipino here. It's fine.
You know
It's
what
fine.
I
I
want
like
to
it.
do? I want to take like a week or two off, go learn some Filipino phrases, and just master them, master the pronunciation. So next time we cast, I can talk to the viewers in Filipino, and you can just sit there and you can speak
I would
English.
love to see you try. I'd love to see you try, Mike.
I think
that would actually be great.
I'm pretty bilingual, John. I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love more people to learn how to interact and see pubs. Now you can trash talk too, Mike.
All right, I'll tell
That'd
you
be
what.
amazing.
I'll learn Filipino, you learn Arabic, and we'll meet up later.
Oh, all right. That sounds like a challenge. I don't know when I could possibly use that skill in our
What
coverage.
do you
but hey,
mean? What do you mean?
I can't just toss it out there. I speak Filipino when there are Filipino teams. I don't know when. I don't know when it would be appropriate for me to address people in that language with our coverage. I'm just not sure.
I was nice to you. I said Arabic. I didn't even say Armenian, John. If I said Armenian, then you would literally
no.
never have a chance. So
I
just-
would never have a chance. You know it. Oh, we did get a request from chat, Mike. You should showcase view to Quap.
I did, but I will again.
Everyone loves it. I love it's the whip. For me, it's the whip.
It is the whip. The whip does it. The whip does it.
It's just outstanding.
I'm never usually a big fan of the tail thing, but it kind of fits. It's almost actually the same length of the whip, so it kind of fits. You know, it fits the whole persona, I guess.
Yeah.
What's her dagger doing though? It's kind of midair right now.
I
Is
think
it
that's
like
just
just?
Oh, it's the projectile. Yeah, because she's ranged, right? So she
Yeah,
has
but if she's in close enough range, she'll whip instead of throwing the dagger.
yeah, but the projectile still flies out. uh it's you know it's Dota 2. It's Valve. It's a beta game, Mike. It's a work in progress. This is probably something they might have considered and possibly broken.
It's poor
So-
that poor radiant creep just trying to do its thing, and
It's gonna be dominated.
It's a very lucky creep, John. Very, very lucky. This is the only time I'm allowed to be a simp on BTS. Give me a chance,
Mike.
John. Give me a chance. This is the only day I can do it.
Yeah, it's all day. By the way, this is gonna be all day with how popular the Quap pick has been, and
Hey,
I don't think.
let him
I think
enjoy
in
it.
respect, yeah, in respect, no one should ban it out today. It should just be open.
It should be. Eris, Grims. Oh, nice bounty rune there with the trusty shovel. Always good to see that coming out for Grims.
Yeah, it's the most balanced tier 1 item, of course. Just a lot of value in it, and you see some teams kind of shelve that, but really important to have it on hand. As the game does slow down a bit, a bot just goes back to the jungle, as you tend to see the Nagas go, is working towards the fast Manta first, so wants a way to get out of sticky situations, which would be helpful. Neon is still building up a lead though. 4-8, 2k advantage as we approach the 10-minute mark, although
Raging.
Roar.
Yeah, he commits Raw. He wanted to go after that bounty rune, but Yopaj and I believe it was Grims got it. No, it was Jamesy. And now Raging is going to be in huge trouble, but a great scatter blast from Genuo. And now the Sonic Wave does come in. Oh, that is perfect. Raging Potato, he gets out with barely any life intact, and they find free for nothing.
It's an excellent trade for Neon. They drag all the heroes down though, like Skem comes in as well, but they hold on to the Chrono. So Skem's gonna have that tool for the next engagement, and they really severely hurt those tempo setting heroes. The Puck and the Ember Spirit just not having a great start here, and Cignal needs to rely on those two heroes to set up. You're not gonna be seeing this Naga active for a while. And that's just the nature of things. A bot is just going to be farming up. So you start to look at Jamesy, you start to look at Van to set up the plays, and when they die like this, it means they have to go back and farm up to find an easy way to get back in.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Cignal going to start forcing in that top T1 tower. Shouldn't be very hard to do. Play hard is going to be there to just spam out Fade Bolt, but now the Ensnare comes out from a bat. They do purge him up with that little creep as well, but he gets a nice lift off. A bat still trying to make a run for it. Purged up again and should be dead. And Yopaj also dies. Eris ends up getting a kill in the mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under
So they do
attack.
find the Quap, they find the Rubik. It's a good sign there for Cignal Ultra. They'll also find that T1 tower top.
Yeah, they're starting to find a couple of big kills. I think Yopaj has to be a bit careful with how far forward he is. You do have 6 up and running on Eris. There's a lot more control and damage coming out from our Tusk. They did trade away a tier 1 bot, but overall I'm sure Cignal's a lot happier with that trade. Cignal's still, Neon's still ahead though, so they've got a lot more tools to play with, but Yopaj again have to be a bit careful when Eris is around.
Thing is for Neon Esports, like, Abat is still freely farming up. This could be a real concern for them as time goes on. He's got the Yasha up now, going after that Manta. Just needs to pick up the ultimate orb. Skem is still farming very well as well. He's trying to finish off that Maelstrom now on that Void. He's going to definitely need it up against the Naga Siren, as those images can be very, very annoying to deal with. But I wonder at what point Neon say they need to start trying to deal with this Naga Siren. Like, we've seen this over and over again where she just gets out of control in farm. and then you spend half the game just trying to find this Naga. You just can't because she keeps sending illusions out to clear creep waves.
Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act for Neon. They want to build up and scam first, but you can't allow a bot that space as well. So look to them to try to find something. Roar onto Van, though.
Yeah, they'll try. Van going to be in a bit of trouble. He will jaunt away. No, he won't be so lucky. Play Hard does secure the kill. And, or Grims going to find himself a creep now, unfortunately. Still has that Purge creep, the Satyr Banisher, but that will expire in just a second. One of the more undervalued creeps. People don't realize how slow that Purge can make you. It is actually kind of broken. Now they do spot out Grims with the Orb. Great Orb out from Playhard, right on point, but he can't hold down the Enchantress in time. Still, they have brought everyone down here, Neon. So it looks like they want to start trying to force down that bottom tier 2 tower a little bit and just control up this Radiant jungle. But no, they're going to leave back to that mid lane. It's back to farming.
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe.
think it's some... Oh,
Jamesy getting jumped on. Play Hard. Couldn't get the lift off in time. In fact, he had it on cooldown anyway.
yeah, it's a bit tricky when you do leave that telekinesis at 1. Cooldown is fairly long now, still. I think Neon, if they want to go for these kills, they can play around with Chrono Kisses. We haven't seen that combo to its full extent just yet. I think it's almost about time where you have to reveal it. Just commit it onto Abat, find yourself that easy Naga kill, and slow down the farm, because Abat is just about to pick up the Manta, and once that's up, again, it gets a bit trickier to pin the real Naga down.
Here we go. They'll smoke up. Eris. Play Hard. Gonna find Abat. That's the target they want, but the song comes out. And he knows he's going to TP straight away, Januel. He could have tried to throw a cookie on the sleeping Rubik, but I don't believe he would have been able to make it in range without the song connecting. And, well, Play Hard just couldn't really believe his eyes when he ran up that cliff. Or rather, the staircase. He just thought, wait, that's not the Naga Siren, is it? And it was just too late.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity, but this does mean both sides go back to farming. That's time for Scam to try to build up. He's had the Maelstrom for a bit, and that does speed up farming, although...
Gonna try Rage Potato, gets a roar off straight away. Abat, he is in the wrong section at the wrong time. There's going to be a Chrono coming out with those kisses, and he will melt. Now they also go after Grims. He'll try and run away, but he does ultimately just start a Yopage. And Abat, I'm not sure what his frame of mind was there. He maybe just thought that was the free jungle, but that was not the case.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mistake. Like, he didn't have Song to push into that kind of high ground. Is an extreme risk, and Neon, they've still got tools to play with if they want to force a fight. Sonic Wave is still up, and the Orchid is still up on Yopage.
Oh, Play Hard, nice jaunt away. Now Yopage jumping back in. He's trying to go after that Eris Tusk. He won't go all the way. Play Hard now does die on the Rubik, and they commit the Dream Coil. Yopage silence. Sonic Wave will come out once again. Van's in trouble now. The cookie does land. Eris, he came back in to try and help, but he will die, and there's that pain meter. Jamesy will run away.
Oh, yeah.
Now Silence going to be out onto Grims. Axes giving the vision. Yopage still wants to chase for it. Does get the scream off with the Shadow Strike. But Grims will just heal himself up and run away.
Yeah, it's a great set of kills going Neon's way once more. This allows them to transition into a push down mid. And with a Beastmaster around, tier 1s don't tend to stand for too long. So very important objective going Neon's way. This allows them to get a lot more control in that bot jungle. And that means a bot, if he wants to play safe, actually has to play up top, which he is already doing. But at some point, Neon's going to take a peek at that top.
That they will, of course you will. You know where Abat is. You just kind of leave him be for now. The Manta's up. He's going to go straight for a hard up next. So, deciding he's going to skip the Diffusal Blade. That may mean he lacks a bit of damage, though, in all fairness. Like, he's trying to just tank up. And, I mean, you can split push waves very easily by going for that heart. But you just lack damage afterwards.
That you do, and we've seen a couple of Nagas go this route over the Diffusal. It usually tends to work better when your tempo setters are more farmed, but You look at James, he only really has the Spirit Vessel. Even Van doesn't even have the Blink, so options are limited, although play hard.
Yeah, he's going to go down here. Lift is there. Yopaj jumping in again with the silence straight onto that Ember, and it looks like he's probably just dead. Another kill for him. Now Mortimer's Kiss is firing out. Poor Grims. It's raining fire right now, so you've got to run. Yopaj is not going to let him go, though. Blinks after him with the Scream, and Grim's going to try for the TP play, but it will be no good. A double kill out for Yopaj, and he's already 10-2, by the way, on this quad.
Oh yeah.
Telling you that there's something about buying the Arcanas that just make you play like a god afterwards.
Yeah, it's the inspiration an Arcana can bring, I want to say. That's been a major factor as Neon pull ahead, 8-18, 6k advantage. Cignal still has a free farming Naga, sure. All your cores are suffering. Jamesy has not progressed. Van has not progressed and does not have a blink.
Oh,
So
Scam.
Puck's not that slippery, oh no.
Scam, he found a bat again. He doesn't commit the chrono. His team's coming in though, and he does now. Januel doesn't really have the scatter. Oh, he doesn't have the kisses, and now Chain's coming out as well. He doesn't really take down a bat, but now the Roar comes out. Dream Coil is there, but they are in trouble on the side of Cignal Ultra. They'll lose the Ember as well. Jamesy goes down. Now the Puck. Van cannot survive. And ultimately, I thought they weren't going to have enough, but they do. They're going to look for more now. Play hard, just trying to find Eris or Grims. He doesn't really have a blink to close the gap, so we'll have to let them go. But that's going to give a 9k net worth lead to Neon Esports.
It's just really good kills coming out. Surprised Abat actually went on to reveal himself there up against Scam. This is not the point where the Nog is that strong. And he gets punished for just throwing that net out. You even saw the stolen Dream Coil from Playhard doing a lot of work, so you have to be careful with the spell usage. And those kills set back these tempo setters once more. You've got the Ewells up and running on Van, so he can maybe get additional control out now on the Puck. It's still not amazing. And Jamesy's still trying to save up for the BKB. So these heroes that need to buy your Naga space, they're not quite ready to do that, but they need to play a lot more aggressively as the game goes on because Abat is starting to lose out on safe spaces to farm it.
He really is. Now Van getting jumped on here by Scam, all drawn away. Sonic Wave in the mid lane. They do end up taking out Jamesy. Jamesy is not having a good game whatsoever on that Ember. Now they chase for more. Raging Potato,
no,
great
Abat.
roar out. He caught a bat and now the kiss is flying in. They did Dream Coil, but he has the song. In fact, that was the Dream Coil out from the Rubik, not the Puck. They jump onto the Snapfire, so Januel will die. Now the chase will be on to try and get one of these supports if they can. Scam doesn't have Chrono, but he can always just chase Eris.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Eventually he'll get there, and with the time dilation slow, it'll be enough. And that'll be a very dead Eris.
Oh, it's getting really tricky for Cignal, right? You're always having to use that song to bail out a bot. He can't farm in his own jungle. He has to stick to that top lane, and again, that's where Neon will be able to isolate him. It's just there's no other spot to be in. So he has to take that risky farm now. Cignal, I mean, it looks like there's just going to be waiting for the BKB on Jamesy, and oh, does catch Raging.
They will. Raging Potato does have the pipe up and will finally pop it with the Essence Ring as well, but he should definitely be dead though. No, there are TPs coming in. Scam gonna be there. Chrono!
Ooh.
He does get 4 in that Chrono. They do get Raging Potato. Do they have enough damage? They may. Scam is taking all of them on by himself. The Mjolnir Lightning just bouncing around constantly. And Van is the only man left standing. Scam is gonna go after it. He gets the bash. The silencer as well. Van, can he get out? He'll jaunt away again with that orb. Playhard's on the chase. Van should be okay.
Ooh, man. Playhard guaranteed those kills in Chrono. He jumped in right at the end of the Chrono with the Waning Rift for the silence, so that just enabled Scam to find those kills. And again, Neon pulling ahead so much, 13k advantage, pinning down these tempo setters. It's really just starting to be all about Abat. He does switch out from the heart, into the defusal. So he's starting to understand that he has to step up, he has to do damage here, and that's going to help do damage. The question is whether or not it'll be enough is a different matter.
I don't know if it is now, John. Like, you're 13k net worth behind with a Naga on your team. It's like, okay, you've got the defusal now, but you probably wanted that about 5 minutes ago. So, I just don't know if that's considered to be enough. Like, it will definitely amplify things a little bit here for a bat. He's going to run into your Page, doesn't bother going for the ensnare. Well, it looks like the side of Neon Esports might start considering Roshan. Yeah, they will. Double damage up on your Page now, and Roshan not going to survive too long like this. They will want to fight. They do have the song up on the Naga Siren, but they need to get there now. A bat, they do scan it out. The Roshi is falling low. Song, not quite yet. He's waiting. Shards will give vision. He knows he needs to go in right now, and there's the song. Roshan's down, but Yopaj, he BKB's up. He's got the Aegis, and now, oh no, play hard. He stole the song. The Dream Core comes out. They are going to try and kill off a bat, and they do anyway. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many mistakes they make. Grim's going to try and TP away. He does go down. Oh my, that is going to be demoralizing for Cignal Ultra. It was a 6v4 situation, John. Play hard joined the Radiant for a second there, and it still just didn't work out.
Yeah, not quite the way Cignal would have wanted that, and it's really just down to Yopaj preemptively BKBing. That enabled him to get that jump, and Jamesy has to be a bit careful. Does have a haste to bail out, so doesn't get caught out. Still, Neon, 17k, 10 to 30, Aegis up and running. All the tools available to just go for the high ground push. No song from Cignal means they have no safety net, so all the objectives slowly cleared out. I believe Neon will aim for that top tier 1, maybe the tier 2s first, before really committing to a high ground siege. But oh, Scam has Chrono.
Uh-oh. That's bad news. He will commit at a bat. He does get caught out here. He is fairly tanky. It's not going to be that easy, but he doesn't have Song, so they will just chase him down, and Scam bashing so often. He needs one more, and the Mjolnir does it. Eris rolled in and procced the Mjolnir. That is not good. Now Eris going to get caught out as well. He will die. And Raw is going to be there just to the south. They caught out the puck. Yopaj jumps in, takes the kill for himself. And with that, onto the tier 1 top tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, it's gonna be a slow chipping away here for Neon. They're gonna be able to find that tier 1, of course, and just straight into the tier 2s. No threat, as long as Song is not up.
Eris? Not Eris, sorry. It's the Ember. It's Jamesy going down. Ouch. Yeah, GG. They've actually had enough. They are way too far behind. Like, look at Scam. He's got a moonshot up.
Yeah, it's really hard to play up against Cignal. They went for a slower draft. They went for a bit of flexibility with the Puck Ember, but neither one really kicked off. And without either one setting the tempo, you couldn't buy enough space for a bot. So Neon come out faster, a lot more aggressive, and do take game 1 very cleanly.
With that, of course, we are going to go into a game 2. Well, it'll be about 10 minutes before that game 2 is set to start. Hopefully everyone should have updated now. Let's just hope Dota doesn't have any more updates before the next game. It is MLP, Dota, and JohnXFire. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for that second game of this best of 2.